Welcome to Real Talk with Lisa Wilson,
and Tiffany Cofield,
where we speak fluent sarcasm. You may hear a little bit of it here today. I'm sure I'm going to get on a soapbox, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what does your realtor do when they list your house. So you may think it's a pretty easy process, doesn't take too long, but a good agent will take their time and list it properly because you only have one chance to make that first impression, and you've heard that saying over and over again. So let's talk about listings. Number one, your agent definitely needs to sit with you and go over that listing agreement thoroughly. Not sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here, and it'll come back to me. That is not adequate. You need to understand what you're signing, and you also need to determine the terms of that listing agreement, how long it's going to be for, how much commission you're going to pay. All those little details need to be worked out and discussed thoroughly between client and agent. So that's number one. We would then give you the residential documents that you as a seller need to fill out. That could be your residential property disclosures, where you fill out how old is the heat and air, how old is the roof, are there any HOA fees involved. It's a few pages, but it's easy to fill out if you know your home. If not, your agent can help you. They just can't fill it out for you. You as the seller must fill that out. It could be lead-based paint if the house is old. It could be your mineral oil gas rights disclosure, which is something here in North Carolina that we have to fill out. It could be anything, but as long as it's specific to the transaction, your agent should give you those documents to fill out. Then maybe we discuss staging or things that, as we look around the property, that might need to be spruced up a little bit. We have one or two staging and design certified people here at the office that can help you get the house ready to sell, and that's sometimes a little overwhelming as a seller. You know, what do I do? What do I need to do? So we're here to help you with that. Having that first impression, again, when you walk up to a house, maybe we're going to discuss the landscaping, mow the grass, trim the shrubs, plant some bright flowers, sweep the front porch, whatever the case may be. We should be able to go over all that with you. Then we're going to start our research. A good listing agent will research septic permits, maybe building permits. Maybe you've added on some square footage or taken away some. We need to research building permits because we need to make sure we cover material facts. Deeds, surveys, HOA documents. Is there a transfer fee for the HOA? Yeah, that's a thing. It could be a couple $100. Restrictive covenants, any possible amendments to the restrictive covenants. Maybe the covenants were written back in the 70s and they were updated in the 90s. We need to know these things. Accurately measure the house. So we're either going to go in and measure, maybe we hire an appraiser or a professional person to measure the home. Because again, Opus or public record isn't always right. My house says one thing, but it's actually another. And that's because we added heated square footage. But who am I, right? Yeah, I told you I'd be sarcastic. Photographs. Here's where the soapbox is going to come out. We hire a professional photographer. We love him. He does a phenomenal job. Drone photos, video, three-dimensional, a lot of high-def stuff. Just love it because that's what people are looking at online. Because who hasn't seen crappy listing photos? I've seen hands, thumbs, faces, reflections in bathroom mirrors, pictures that are sideways or
that's a big one.
This big when you look at it and you can't tell what the heck it is.
Super pixelated.
Yeah, super pixelated. So you're looking and you see chair rail like here, and it's actually separated. I mean, the photos have been altered they're horrible. And one of my personal favorites, the listing agent takes the photos from the front seat of their car, so you get the frame of the front window in the pictures. It's great.
Best.
We're not going to do that. It's just not cool. Then we're going to take and we're going to enter all the home's data, all the pertinent information that's required by the MLS into the MLS. This is an 8-page printout of those things. It takes some time. Some of it is mandatory, some of it is optional. The more information you have in there, the better. I think that there's no such thing as too much information. So, again, we want to disclose any material facts, and we want to do our research. That's what you're paying us for. So, you're going to see data in the MLS if we list for you. We're going to upload those professional photos as soon as the photographer gets them to us, and then we're going to go live. And again, those first impressions when that listing goes live can make or break that sale. I mean, you as sellers deserve to have an agent that's going to take care of you and not rush through a job. There's nothing worse than doing something half-assed. So, that being said, if you or someone you know is looking for a thorough listing agent, give us a call. If you have questions, again, about listings, give us a call at 866-9-OFF-ROAD. And while you're out today enjoying the beautiful weather, don't forget, beep at the Jeep.